I'm back again today, Saturday. Just felt like maybe doing one or two or maybe even three YouTube videos today. I do my TikTok and everything, and but I decided today maybe just to do a couple of YouTube videos. I'm back up here again because I wanted to talk about credit card people taking you to court, or credit cards when you owe money on them. People think they won't take you to court, but they will. They will take you to court, and they may not do it right away, but they will take you to court to get their money. People think, oh, they don't bother me for 1 or 2 years. They're not gonna do nothing, but they will. You know. So getting in credit card debt is crazy, man. I was there before. I'm quite sure a lot of people was there before, and you know, you have to figure a way out of it. You have to maybe start cutting down on the things you do and stuff to try to get your money back in the right way, right situation, so you could, fix your credit cards, man. Uh, you might have to sacrifice. You might can't do the things you was doing before with money. You have to be careful with the money that you get now, especially if you're working paycheck to paycheck. With credit, my video today is just basically talking about credit card companies will sue you for the money. They will come after you. It may be a year or 2 or 3, and you will have to go to court, and you will have to, you know, negotiate some kind of way to pay back the money you owe. So I just came up here to let people know that, because when you're in debt with credit cards, a lot of people don't want to pay them. They just say, I ain't gonna pay them, and don't pay them, and then they feel that nothing is going to happen to them. They won't go to court. Nothing won't happen to them. The judge is not going to do anything to them. They won't have to pay, and they will garnish your paycheck. You know, if you're working, they're going to garnish your paycheck. But if you on disability or Social Security and stuff like that, you got a chance that they won't come after you. And actually, they won't if you are disabled or you're not working anymore. Uh, Excuse me, a little tired, but I'm trying to do the video. But I just came up here to just speak on that because people just feel that they would be never took into court. They could just spend on you spent up the money, 20, 30, $40,000, and nothing is going to happen to them. Or they may not be took into court, or you know they're not going to pay. But you're going to pay one way or the other. They're going to garnish your pay, and then you're going to have to pay. They're going to take your things, you know, or they're going to garnish your paycheck where you don't have any money to pay your bills, or if you don't took the check you work for, then you're not going to want to work. So it's best to not fool with these credit cards so much. Try to pay them off. Try to negotiate with creditors. See if they could help you. Come out to some kind of payment plan before you have to be um, going to court. And even debt consolidation, I don't really trust them much. I think they're making money somehow. Because why would they want to help people and telling you to send money to them, and they accumulate so much for you? But I think they're not really doing nothing to help you because you're still gonna owe that debt. And if they can negotiate, and if they're not able to negotiate with people, you're still gonna owe that debt. So I just don't trust them. I think the best thing is bankruptcy. I think that's the best way out. I think that's the best chance you can get to restart yourself back over again. And I would go that route if I had to. Um, but yeah, don't Don't think credit card companies won't take you to court. That's where I basically just came up. Don't think they won't come after you. Don't think because you can, like 2 or 3 years went by and nothing is going to happen and you ain't going to hear from them. But don't, eventually you're going to hear something. It's going to go in collections, and then, a collection company's going to buy it. Then they're going to try to come after you. So, um, I just feel if you're in a lot of debt, 30 to 20 to $30,000 in debt, you should just file bankruptcy if you can. It may be on your credit for 10 years, but you got a chance to start over again, you know, and it's better that way. Instead of them taking you to court, instead of them coming after you, instead of them, you know. So you have to just take a chance and see if that's the best route for you. If you don't mind if something staying on your credit for 10 years, you know. But I just feel credit cards is it's crazy. You use them and you don't realize how it piles up so fast. You be on $5,000 or $10,000 and you don't know what you did to make it pile up like that. Damn, how's it $10,000 already? $5,000, and you don't see nothing you bought. You don't see nothing you did with the money. You could spend $30,000 and look around you and see, and you'd be like, "Dad, what did I get that I spent $30,000? How much things do I have to show that I spent that amount of money?" And you can't even see it. You don't even know what you did with it. It's just gone, you know. And it happens to a lot of people. And they'd be like, all you was really doing was probably just trying to pay your bills. Just pay for things that people be trying to pay off their credit cards with, rebuilding the credit, and it's crazy. But you have to be careful with these credit cards, man. You know, things will sneak up on you so fast, and you'll be like, man, I don't even know what I did, and the money is gone. I done spent this amount of money, and I just come up to give advice, especially when it comes to credit cards, especially when it comes to you know trying to save some money. Try to take your money and put it in something, man. You know, I don't like the stock market. I didn't know much about the stock market until very old. As I gotten older, I could have been investing money a long time ago, and I probably wouldn't worry about so many things like I do now. But just be careful with credit cards. That's all. I just came up here to rant about that just because it was something on my mind. I heard somebody talking about, you know, um, you could spend so much money on them and then don't even know you spent it. And then it becomes very hard to pay back. It's easy to use, but hard to pay back. And these banks, they will come after you. They will try to sue you for it. They will sue you for it. You will have a sheriff coming on your door serving you papers, just like they do in evictions when they're going to evict you. The same thing. A sheriff will come and serve you papers, or they will be looking for you, or they will garnish your paycheck. So, you know, take my advice. Be careful with credit. You know, spend use credit cards wisely. Don't just be going out there buying things you don't need. Don't live above your means with credit cards. And younger people really catch it bad. And as you get older, a lot of older people catch it bad too. There ain't no difference, but younger people catch it real bad because they're not understanding the credit cards, you know. And sometimes depression and worrying put you in this position where you spent more than you thought you was gonna spend. You just wanted to be happy. Things sometimes make people happy, and they don't care if they're using the credit cards. They don't care how much money they spend. They're not realizing it until the end, until they're in trouble. So my video today, again, it was just about talking about credit card companies will sue you and they will garnish your paycheck, you know. And sometimes they take 3 to 4 years. Sometimes you think, you don't hear nobody. They like the IRS. You owe them money, they'll wait 10 years and then boom, you got something in the mail from them, you know. So if you can find a good bankruptcy lawyer, if you're in trouble, I would do that. I would just get a bankruptcy lawyer or a consolidation company. Find a good one. There's a lot of them out there that you got to be careful with. But Freedom is good. Freedom National is good. You know, so those are the ways you can get out of things with credit cards. And I just wanted to come up and tell you about it. And don't always think that they won't, come after you if you don't pay them, because they will. So, if you guys understood what I was saying, like and subscribe to the channel. I only got 46 subscribers. I wish I can get more. And we'll be trying to do another video tomorrow if I come up with something that I need, that people should know, the information they should need to know. Have a good night.